Hey guys, what is going on, and welcome back to another episode of Club and Country. It's episode number 20, and today we're returning with two massive games with Brescia in our pursuit of European football as we face Napoli at home and Roma away. Before we get to the games though, see how Brescia been getting on off camera. And of course, in the last episode, you saw our 1-0 loss in the first round of the Tim Cup before the very disappointing and unfortunate 2-1 loss at home to our rivals Atalanta. Just 3 games off camera, all in the Serie A, and as you can see, 1 draw, 1 win, and 1 loss. Starting with the draw, 0-0 away against Bologna. Nothing really going on in this game, but following that, a 2-1 loss at home to Sassuolo, who, like us, are going for European football. And during the last episode, I talked about the fact this season, we've had some really unfortunate moments. Well, the first goal here is exactly what I've been talking about. Cross to the middle by Claude Adjapong, Cardiff City legend, whipped into the middle and Papetti smacked it against Parola and the ball trickled into the unguarded goal. Just typical bad luck there. 5 minutes later, Sassuolo doubled the lead for a header from a cross, and despite Martella grabbing a consolation goal in stoppage time, connecting with a Fabio De Paoli cross. I love it when the wing-backs combine for a goal. Sadly, we did lose the game by 2-1. So no wins in our last 4 games, just 1 in our last 7. Needed to bounce back, and we did with a 1-0 victory away against Udinese. Sebastiano Esposito not having quite as good of a season as he did last year, heading in a Viviani cross, giving us the only goal of the game in what was a very uneventful match away from home. So yeah, back to winning ways in our last game. Despite that, it has been a tough run of form for Brescia, and that's why right now we sit in 10th place with 15 games to go, just 2 wins in our last 5 in the Serie A. 34 points on the board. We're only 4 points behind Fiorentina, and we have the game in hand as well. So if we win today, we'll leapfrog both Inter and Atalanta and jump into the top 8, but it's going to be very hard for us to keep pace with the clubs right now that are going for a European spot. We're not going to catch Roma in 4th place. They're 16 points clear. I think 6th or 7th that will give you the EC2, the Europa Conference League, is possible. But really, when you look at a run of fixtures we've got to come, Napoli and Roma today, Milan still to face, Fiorentina, that'll be a massive game there at home as well. Lazio away, Juve and Inter still remaining in our final games. It's going to be tough to stick with the European boys right now. And just before we do dive into the first of the 2 today, real briefly want to show you this. We are going to be losing some young players in the summer on free transfers. Quite a lot of our youth players had their deals up come the end of the year, and I was just like, fine, like they can go. Like some of them show a bit of promise, I'm not going to lie. Like this Zanini guy, new gen / regen, could be alright. Lombardi could be okay as well, but ultimately none of them look too exciting, so I'm fine letting them go. We didn't do any transfers really in January. There were no deals that are worth talking about, just loaned out one player and saw those players leave on freeze. You might notice there that the clauses, the sell-on clauses that we arranged in the summer when we sold our young players, we can now opt to sell them if we'd like to do so. And we could get just under £1 million from Chelsea for Gabriel Gallardi, who's yet to make a first-team appearance for the Blues in West London, and for Lusignoli, we could get over £5.5 million if we opt to sell this clause and have it in the bank balance right now. And I'm tempted, don't get me wrong, I'm very, very tempted because he hasn't played, he's played 1 game for Liverpool in the Cup this year, but that's the only senior appearance he's made. But like Gallardi, his valuation has increased since he left the club, so it'll be good to get that money in the budget right now, don't get me wrong. But I think I'm going to keep the clause active just in case he really develops in the next 2 or 3 years and goes for a much bigger fee. £5.5 million, that's a lot of money to get in the bank balance right now for Brescia, for a club of Brescia size, but I think I'll leave the clauses active as they are right now. I fucking love Football Manager. How cool is that you can do that, man? But anyway, nothing else to report other than one change in the dynamic screen in the hierarchy. As you can see, Sabelli has decided to step down as team leader despite being vice captain, and Fabio De Paoli, I talked about it, has now become a team leader with that resolute personality. I love that. It's such a shame he's not really developed at all this year. He's not played as good as he did last season, but he's still not been bad at all. 6 assists in 21 games. But De Paoli now a team leader. We love this guy, man. We really do. And yeah, last time, the first of the 2 games is indeed Napoli home. And I would say today, really, we need to win one of these 2 games if we're to have any chance of keeping up with the European boys. So right now, as you can see on the injury report, Iglio is out with a virus. Morazzi is down as well. Storaro is coming back from a pulled hamstring. Everyone else is fine. A few players are ineligible because I played him in an under-20s game, and this will be our team. 5-2-1-2 tiki-taka. You'll notice I have made a couple of changes as well. Salcedo's role has changed. I know quite a few of you guys want me to do that. He's now changed from a deep line forward to a complete complete forward. I used to use complete forwards quite a lot back in the day. Now not so much. But he's going to play as complete forward alongside Esposito. And as for the tactics as well, as you'll see, we're now regrouping when we lose possession as opposed to counter-pressing, just because I prefer doing things that way. So this is our team. Aldero's in goal. The back five was Muri, Sasana, Parola, Armini, Napoli, with Viviani beside through the middle. Zaccagni comes in for Picardi, who's really struggled this year. He's not unhappy anymore because the interest has been dropped from Liverpool, but still just a 1 goal all season long and no assists. I think he needs a couple of games off. So Zaccagni's going to start, and Salcedo and Esposito are up top. On the bench, Filigedu, Magnani, Mangrovati, Papetti, Martella, Sibeli, Mazzai, Picardi, Dalmonte, Rocco, Campagna, a very young and talented striker, and also Patagna as well. First game, it's Napoli at home. We need a win for Brescia. Yeah, in terms of the players out of the academy that are the best, obviously the best one is Claudio Picardi by far, and also David Mazzai as well, the ball midfielder, to be given a bit of game time to as well. Like, those are our best 2 academy guys, but there are a couple in the development centre right now that look pretty decent, and I would say that the next one in line is Campagna. So on the bench, in the first team squad for the first time in his life, and maybe, who knows, he'll come on, become an instant hero and score a winning goal for us. We got to win at least 1 or 2 today. If we're to keep pace with the boys in 5th, 6th and 7th as well, we need at least 1 win today. Great ball by Viviani to Muri down left-hand side. First highlight falling here, and there is... Oh, De Pauli, so close to his first goal of the season, but denied by Alex Merritt, making a great save, man. I honestly, I love De Pauli so much, man. I know he's not been quite as good as he was last season, as Esposito heads that corner over, but he's such a good, reliable right wing-back, man, and right on cue he goes into the book, but still 0-0, great save by Merritt. I think he'll always be our starting right wing-back, man. He's such a good player, and ironically, he's on a 6.5, the joint lowest in the team right now, but anyway, still 0-0 at half-time. This would be a credible result with this, and yet another clean sheet to add to the collection, but it's not draws we need, man. If we're going to keep pace with the guys in the European places, it's wins we need. And again, maybe it's a bit too ambitious to be going for a European place in Season 3. I'm going to bring on the kid, Campagna, for Salcedo, and operate him as... Let's go 2 advanced forward, actually, alongside Esposito as well. And see if the young man can become an instant hero with 15 minutes to go. Still 0-0, very uneventful game this. Right on cue though, highlight, free kick, Napoli, and they almost won it. Francisco Trincao heading that cross just over the bar, still goalless, expecting a couple of late chances, 1 there for Napoli, and maybe 1 here for Brescia. Come on, Tistana, plays it out wide to Nicola Muri, and the left wing back finds Zaccagni, back to Viviani, as we build from inside our own half. And then instantly give it away as Trincao is through, and Aldero makes a brilliant save as we'll get the danger away of Armini, and it's still 0-0. Napoli going for the win. They're still chasing a place in the top 4, whereas we're trying to keep our Europa League dreams alive. Muru down the left-hand side. Can he whip it across the middle? He can indeed. There's Esposito and Merritt again with another brilliant save. Both goalkeepers on fire. Well, I must say, if nothing else, this season we have been very, very good defensively. The goals have come at a premium. We've really struggled to put the ball in the back of the net, but a clean sheet here at home to Napoli, going for a Champions League spot. One of the big boys in Italy. I'd certainly take it if we can hold on, that is. And, oh, thank God we do, because Trincao was onside, but heads that cross with the goal gaping over the bar. 0-0 the final score, though. And, again, it's not draws we need, it's wins. But it's perspective, man. It's perspective. This is just Season 3. Season 3. And you think about how these games would have gone back in Season 1. And I keep on reiterating it. In Season 1, 96 goals conceded in 38 games. This year, only 17 conceded in 24. The joint 4th best defensive record in the division. You got to focus on the positives, man. We have made some great strides forward in that regard. And again, I wasn't targeting a European place at the start of the season. I was targeting the top 10 at best. You know, the board said mid-table. I was thinking around 9th, 10th, 11th. That would do me very, very well. And as things stand, we're on target to get there. So yeah, I think we've got to control our ambition. You know, that's the way of putting it. Control our ambition. Yes, we want to be a European club, but there's plenty of time to become that. Slow and steady wins the race. Lorenzo Parola, by the way, is still a little bit unhappy. We wouldn't let him join Manchester City. But again, he's still got so long left on his contract. So whatever, man, suck it up and get on with it. But yeah, I think right now with the crop of youngsters we've got developing all the time as well, it is only going to be a matter of time before we do break in to the top 7. Again, it's probably not going to happen this year, I'll be honest, but next year, possibly. But I think the season afterwards, season 5, that's when I'm targeting 7th or possibly 6th place. So moving on, Roma away at the Stadio Olimpico as we drop down to 10th place with most teams playing before us today. As you can see in the table though, with that game in hand again, a chance to leapfrog teams above us. A win will take us into 8th place with Roma right now just 4 points clear in Napoli. They want to stay in the top 4 and add themselves an outside shot at winning the title as well. So yeah, can't just get in from this game, but you never know. Oh, the late kickoff, aren't we? Late kickoff today. And yeah, let's see how we get on away from home. So still the 5-2-1-2 with a couple of changes to our lineup due to a suspension for Napoli, and this will be our team. We have got Ordero in goal, and about 5 is now Muri, Sebastiano, Perola, Armenian, Tabelli coming in. By the way, this will probably be Stefano's final season for the club as well. Now he's 29 years old. He was amazing back in season 1, but you look at his ability, it's taken a steep decline over the past 12 to 18 months due to the fact he now gets a lot less game time due to Napoli's introduction, and Viviani Bissolia through the middle. Zaccagni stays as the advanced playmaker, supporting now Patagna getting a start. Come on, Patagna, first goal in the Serie A this season. Come on, mate. And there's Esposito up top, and on the bench Mola, Magnani, Magravati, Papetti, Martella, Barbieri, Estoraro, Picardi, Dallamonte, Rocco Campagna, and Salcedo as well. Second final game, Roma away. Let's see what we can do here. Forza Brescia. Told you, down the right hand side, beats Nicola Muri pretty comfortably, who takes him down, and that is a spot kick, no doubt about it. Penalty for Roma and a chance for him to go in front just 6 minutes in. Ordero's provided some heroics this season, and that is saying something. Can he do it again against Veritout? He can't. Sent the wrong way, and Roma take the lead. Yeah, I think he saved 2 penalties this season, Emil. I think it's 2. He's definitely saved 1, but I think it's 2 that he saved this year. He's made some incredible saves. He's won us points single-handedly. None more important than that Juventus game where we drew 1-1. He made so many saves there. But I still can't get over the fact that no club has come in and met that £7.75 million release clause. I know it has to be a club in the Champions League, maybe that's why, but it's still bizarre to me. His valuation has actually dropped to just 2.5 million, which again is lucky for us because it seems to be deterring interest, but he is such a class goalkeeper, man, and we are so lucky to still have him here. Anyway, 30 minutes in, lovely build up here, and what a ball through by Patagna. Oh, and Esposito should have buried it. Brilliant build-up. And this is why I love this tiki-taka, man. I love watching us play out from the back. Lovely build-up. Great ball through by Patagna. But Esposito just couldn't bury it. It's the pressure of the number 9 shirt, I'm telling you. If he still wore number 18, that finds the back of the net. Corner for Brescia. Decent response here after going a goal down as we look for an equaliser. Viviani's cross block, though. And here come Roma on the counter. Justin Clive outpaces Sabelli and leaves the veteran in the dust. Now beats him again as he came back. Easy save for Ordero. Still 1-0. Corner, Brescia, Zaccagni floats in, and as Morelos heads clear, it's going to be won back by Roma, and again, here come the hosts on the break here. If they crossfield this, we're in trouble, because as Duvan runs in behind Muru, it's a great save by Ordero, but Kluivert turns in the rebound, and the Dutch winger makes it 2. 2-0 down, game's over. Can't do it all, Ordero. Can't do it all. You know, he's actually regarded as a leading player for most Serie A teams. And Zarmini dilly-dallies and Morelos drills it in. That is just shocking. I've seen that happen so many times this season as well. Dilly-dallying on the ball, giving it away, and Roma run through and make it free right from kickoff. What have I said before about young teams and capitulation? I mean, what on earth was that? Seriously, just absolutely shocking. Morelos with a goal, nutmegs Ordero. It's free. How different the game would look had Esposito converted that chance. And Roma now are going for the kill. They are looking to destroy us. They said 4th best defensive record in the division. Yeah, right. Kluivert sent forward again. This should be 4. And it's not. Ordero keeping the scoreline respectable. This is feeling like Season 1 Brescia right now. Season 1 Brescia. The Brescia that couldn't defend to save their grandmother's lives. Crossing the middle, and again it's Ordero bailing us out. Still 3-0, but this could be a cricket score, man. We are getting torn apart. Well, I said we needed 1 win from 2 today. We're not going to get that now. But, you know, a point and a clean sheet against Napoli was the positive. But in this game, we have just been absolutely awful. Can we get something positive to take back home with us? As Esposito runs clear and Paul Lopez makes the save. What has happened to Sebastiano this year. Last season was unbelievable. This year, I mean, he's still our top scorer with 9, but it's just not the same anymore. He's just not performing at the higher level. It's not like he don't get the chances either. He has plenty of opportunities, but this year, for some reason, he's just not as composed in front of goal. I used to have so much confidence in him when running through one-on-one, but now I feel like he's going to miss each time. As Kluivert heads just off target, still 3-0. Goals this season, man. We have scored so few of them. And yeah, defensively, don't get me wrong, whilst today we've been battered, we have been amazing. I'm disappointed by how few goals we've scored this year. That needs to change for next year. If we are to compete for a European place, someone's got to put the ball in the back of the net on a more consistent basis. Esposito, I thought that was going to be him, but not this year. Bring back Mario Balotelli. That's what I say as Armini heads away Zaniolo's goal-bound effort. Juan Jesus picks it up though and the chance remains alive. Armini again is there to clear. And the danger is away. Not even going to bother making changes now. The game is over. 3-0 the final score then. That's how it will finish. And back to losing ways for Brescia. And despite that win over Udinese, it proved to be just a flash in the pan. Disappointing. I'm not going to go hard on the players. I never do. Unlucky. It would be nice to win, but it wasn't to be. Because we're a young team, and again, we're not expected to win these sort of games. But again, that loss there does mean we remain in 10th place with 13 games to go. And again, due to how tight it is right now, between now 6th place Inter Milan and 12th place Cagliari, just 6 points are separating 6th to 12th. That 6th Europa League spot is still up for grabs, as is the Europa Conference League spot as well in 7th place. You know, we're nowhere near finished this season. There is still a chance we can break into a European spot. The season is far from over, but we need at least one win today. A draw, and again, you look at the recent run of results we've had as well. It's been a tough run for Brescia. Just 2 wins in the calendar year thus far. It's been tough. Still at the board, only expect us to finish in mid-table, which right now we are thoroughly on course to achieve. So, yeah, again, control your ambition, man. Control your ambition. Yes, there's a long way to go in the season, but there's a long way to go in the series as well. This is a long-term project. We don't need to finish in a European place this year. But that was this episode of Club and Country, guys. A big thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it. And if you did, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. And I think what we'll do is we'll come back with 2 final episodes to close out Season 3. And I know the games I want to come back with first. Cagliari away right now, just below us in the table. Big battle there for both teams that are the rank outsiders for a European place. And then Fiorentina at home, also going for a European spot as well. After that, we'll do the final 2 games of the season, where hopefully we still have an outside shot at European football. Have a great day, guys. Much love, and I'll see you for the next episode of Season 3 very soon.